going to call the meeting to order. And Linda and George will probably be here possibly before we're done. I'm going to, at this time, pause to seek guidance. Everybody's got the agenda in front of them. Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda? Hearing none, can I have an adoption of the agenda as presented?
Seconded.
All in favor? Approved. There's no presentations tonight. There's no dangerous or unsightly issues on the agenda. We've got the minutes for Committee of the Whole from November the 9th. Can I have a motion for approval?
So moved. Yeah, I know.
Pardon me? Sure, oh yes.
You can second it. All in favor? Yeah, it wouldn't have been appropriate maybe to move it. But, old business arising. There's none on the agenda. We're going to go right into new business. The CHA2 Clam Association, 8.11 letter of support. Have you had a chance to look at that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait for Linda.
I'm interested in it.
We're almost done.
We're almost done. I'll get you a tea. Do you want milk in it?
Yes, lots.
Well, here you go. I didn't even have a drink.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'll get another one.
He just got it.
We're right now under new business, 8.1.
You're on 8.1, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The CHA2 Climb Association, there was a letter of support they're requesting, and also a request for council participation on the working group. And as you saw, Arthur described what the working group was. So do we agree to a letter of support? Okay, so will someone move that, please?
I move that we write a letter of support for the CHA2 Claim Association.
Is there a seconder?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded?
So, can I just ask a question? The difference between the working group and the board, that's going to be a separate
Yes.
thing?
The working group is only a working group. No. Yes. And that's because I told him we were concerned about the board.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it's a working group. They want municipalities and it's resource more than anything.
Linda?
Yes?
I'm interested in that. I've been interested in this group for a while, and it's on our ICSP for the clamming. And I think, hey, I got the acronym right? Did I get the acronym right?
Yes, you did.
Oh, usually I don't even know what they are. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in what they're trying to do there, take control for themselves. I support the ideas behind it, and I'd like to take a look.
Okay. First thing we have to do then is have a motion that we are, if we're in agreement.
I'll move the
Council
Councilor
participation.
Tudor sits on the working group for the Clam Association.
Is there a seconder? All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion
Motion is-
carried.
They meet once a year,
Oh, okay.
I think they said.
Once or twice a year. So, could I have a motion to accept David for the counselor on this working group?
We just did.
No, we accepted that we would attend the working group.
We made a
Motion
motion
was to appoint
appoint
Councilor
David Tudor
to the working group.
to the
All in
working
favor.
group.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. Okay, and we voted on that. Next.
Geez, I'm bad as you, Linda, tonight.
Well, I was hurrying down and the traffic was so bloody slow.
I thought it was because the drinks we were having earlier.
It was. I ate many. Epilepsy Awareness Initiative. Do we agree that we would like to, and what they're asking is for us to wear the purple ribbon and to take some pictures and send it to them. The purple ribbon has to do with epilepsy awareness. As you know, we do have several people in the area that have epilepsy. We have one little girl that I know personally that said publicly that she was epileptic. And I can't say who all are, but I mean, she at least was public, and they did that fundraising not for her, but for epilepsy awareness.
I have a problem with the purple because the purple is the color for accessible lines and things like that. Students from Montreal.
I know, but
It's kind of,
but this is all around the world now. The whole purple month. Yeah. I know. But they have nicer ribbons. I've seen their ribbons.
I move that we support the request from the Epilepsy Association of Nova Scotia, and that we participate in the wearing of the pins and have the picture presented to them.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion carried. Could we, I would like to see if any staff would like to wear the ribbon. Have the opportunity to deliver enough for staff and council. Please.
Back in my group home days, there was a couple kids that had one petite mal all the time. And another one that would have the grandma also all the time. It was quite alarming when I was like 14. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was a real, or I felt bad for those guys.
The next is the Tiverton Fire Department loan. They have requested money for a $40,000 loan to cover costs of firefighting equipment in accordance to the non-municipal loan policy. Now, did they have to go through the village to make sure people were in agreement for this?
They're not asking at the area rate
Okay.
be increased. This is through the normal policy where we can loan money to the
Okay.
fire department, and the money to pay it back comes from their area rate, their
Okay.
existing area rate.
The details are that they have to replace it because they're no longer covered by
Yeah.
their insurance.
Oh, I knew that.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure which way it was.
Should I make the motion then? I move that Council of Municipality Digby enters into a 10-year loan agreement with the Tiverton Volunteer Fire Department for a $40,000 loan to cover the cost of firefighting equipment in accordance with the non-municipal warranty policy number 2007.
Very good. Is there a second?
The second, it's also,
Now, question.
yeah, on that wording of the motion, it's a recommend to council. We're not passing it tonight. It's a movement.
The municipality enters, I move that municipality Digby enters into a 10-year. Start with that. Sorry.
Yeah, recommend to council.
Recommend
The
again.
committee of the
Oh,
whole
recommend
recommend
council.
to
Oh,
council.
yeah, you're right, sorry. I didn't say recommend.
do they have a loan on the books right now? No. Okay.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion carried. The next is the Municipal Energy Learning Group, which is very long, very technical, very horrible. But besides that, I'm sure it was quite interesting. No, I just,
It was there twice though, sort of.
well, anyway. Terry, so moved for Terry to speak. So moved. Second.
I'd second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Well, I do have a really dumb question, Terry, right off. All the money you're requesting, or that's being requested, not you, but being requested, is that all from us? Okay, that's what I wasn't sure of when I was going over it, if it meant a mixture or... Yeah. Well, I wondered that when I read it, and then I thought, no, I'm wrong. So, there. So now, go ahead, sir, here, talk.
So essentially, I'm just seeking the warden's signature on this letter, and I'll just give you a thumbnail sketch of what its request is for. It's a request to seek what's called a peer-to-peer facilitated learning process with other municipalities, so we'd be learning collectively amongst each other, sharing information and such pertaining to things like community energy planning. That's an initiative that we have underway currently. Partnership building, projects that we can share and experience of lessons learned, transfer of best practices, and other benefits. So the benefits to municipalities are community capacity building for planning and for our leaders, including yourselves. Improved collaboration on energy initiatives such as the PACE program that we're considering. Improved collaboration on regional energy planning. It's something that we've been contemplating from a regional perspective, along with improved collaboration on our energy for regional planning. More community engagement on energy planning, and improved communications and advocacy. So it's really building up the image and the profile of community energy planning, certainly in light of the post-Paris COP21 talks. We think it's an important piece to undertake, certainly including the renewable energy piece and the climate change mitigation piece. So all I'm requesting for today is a letter that would go to President Claire Deatherich of the UNSM to support the initiative that we're putting forward. The total funding request is for a 2-year project. It's not a lot. It's $1,900 for 2 years amongst all of us.
So is this all municipalities?
Not all, just the ones that will be participating. Antigonish, Lunenburg, Bridgewater, Shelburne, ourselves, Yarmouth, and possibly Cumberland.
Okay.
So this hasn't been set up. This is a request to the UNSM to actually set up this.
To set up
group?
this learning group. It's not something that's an existing group at this point in time.
Question, David?
For example, like we just, for example, series here, but other than, we haven't got a lot of grid. Would there be investment opportunities possibly in partnerships with these other groups that maybe have the room in the grid, maybe don't have enough, they want to do something with several people so they
Could be, or it could be just a combination of identifying opportunities locally that, or maybe Bridgewater is doing something that we haven't done that may be able to offer some advice and or best practice in terms of how to go forward and what partnerships and collaborations that they're dealing with, and the ones that we could conceivably talk to as well.
It's certainly timely with the federal government talking about spending money and signing agreements that obligate them to take this extremely seriously. I think we're well positioned anyway, on the wave. We're riding the wave on the cusp. I like it.
Yep.
Any other questions, Jimmy?
No, not a question. I'd just like to make a motion that we enter into the Municipal Energy Learning Group initiative, and that we ask that the board and sign the document on behalf of council.
Second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Mike, might not be long. The next is the meeting dates and the reminders. Just to remind you, unless you all want to come by yourselves, there's no meeting December 21st or 28th or January 4th. Okay, otherwise, January the 11th, we come back to Committee of the Whole again. January 13th at 6 p.m., we have the joint RCMP Advisory Board. January 18th at 12:30, the bylaw and policy. January 25th at 6 p.m., council. The Weymouth doctor recruiting is also meeting on January 6th, is it?
Yes.
6th, just a reminder.
Linda, joint
Yes.
RCMP board, is that where, how close are we, is that where they will do the study in regards to the complement for the RCMP?
They're working on that study.
Oh, it's not done yet?
No.
Oh.
Well, haven't presented it to us because it's done, but they had to go through,
Due diligence, check everything twice?
go up through the change and come back to us. Yes.
It's like
Santa.
Santa.
We like it for checking it twice. Any questions on those? Okay, next is the sale updates. Is there any questions or concerns on any updates?
That sign, I have a question. That sign that's up in the front, is that the sign he's talking about specifically?
I don't know if it's exactly the sign. It is exactly, yeah. So it hasn't been installed yet. The printer had some issues with their printer. But those two boards, one is actually at the terminal down at Bay Ferries and it's been there for a couple weeks, and then this one's here.
Yeah, I've also heard some of my constituents talking with excitement about the UNESCO biosphere. The lady does look like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
Graham, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, the next one is departmental reports. Is there any questions or concerns? I was really...
Well, just as part of my CAO report, there was an attachment in response to the request for the cultural awareness workshop. Right now, and I think I attached it, they indicated they're checking. They hadn't, the program doesn't deliver the workshop outside of HRM, but they're working with the Y Reach and the YMCA to see if maybe they could collaborate. But right now, they don't have anything set up.
Yes,
Thanks for keeping your eyes open for this sort of thing, though.
I'm going to keep trying. Department reports. I was very pleased that our dog catcher didn't have really any dogs this time. Nice change.
Well, just on the Facebook, he found one, then found a home, found the person that owned it.
Well, that's what I mean. There's no...
He deals with the problems before it makes the report.
Well, he had a good one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, one dog running straight, dog owner found, and the other one no dog found.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
So is there any questions on any of the department reports? Yes?
No, just under the CAO report, under the regional tourism kiosk, we spoke about maybe having it on a future bylaw and policy committee meeting. I was wondering if we could do that on January the 18th.
Wonderful. Yes, David?
Jimmy, if I gave you some information, the contact information for that woman that's doing the report on tourism, specifically for whale watching, I think that plan would be something that she would be interested to hear, because I think it's a very good plan.
Yeah.
If I just send it through and you just sort of, would you be interested in maybe giving her a quick 5-minute call or something?
Yeah,
That we're working towards it.
This kiosk thing would put information in the kiosk from the different whale watching companies. But
Exactly, I see, and I also talked about how, 40-50% of the people that show up to whale watch are from Halifax, but they spend vast sums of money down in the States. That for the 1 in 20 person or the 1 in 40 person that comes across, I think that would fit. I'll send you an email.
Updates from previous action items and capital project updates. Any questions or concerns? Okay, we will go on to correspondence information. Nova Scotia Alcohol, Gaming, Fuel, and Tobacco. Communities, Culture, and Heritage. Minister Tony Ing, and Health and Wellness Minister Leo Flavine. Also, it was sent around, I believe this morning, that I received a note from Elaine thanking us for her gift of wellness. I got a letter too from Tony. Oh, okay. Because I'm on the organized powers. Yes. Okay. And Rob too. They put it in my mailbox, and I opened it without looking. And I thought, dear Rob Percy. Then I went back and looked at the envelope. I brought it. The other thing is I sent you 2 updates, one on bird farming and one on newsletter. Bloom? Communities in Bloom. Okay, so you're updated on that. Is there any questions or concerns on any of the correspondence? Okay, hearing none. Is there any questions from the gallery?
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
We have, thank you. No question? Okay, we will just take a 5-minute recess, and then we will start into Yes, there's no questions from